So something that I do is I collect postcards, and I started doing this because of this website called Postcrossing. And what Postcrossing is basically I send postcards to people all around the world, and then I get cards back from people as well. And it's not like a one-to-one direct pen pal thing. Like, I don't ever receive cards back from the people I'm writing to, but it's just sort of like I send a card to someone, and once they receive it, then someone gets my address to send it back to me. So like, for example, this is a card I recently received from Japan, or like this is a card I recently received from Russia. So it's really cool cards like that. And then these are some I'm about to send. So I'm about to send this one to the Czech Republic, and then I'm about to send this one to, where's this one going? Finland. So it's just a really cool thing like that, where there's just like a lot of things going on, and ability to like receive cards from all these different places. So as part of Postcrossing, I've been doing this since 2016, and I've sent and exchanged over 260 cards. So that means like I've sent 260 some cards to people, and then I've also received 260 some cards, and the numbers are about equal. It just varies, like when in theory it's supposed to be like a one-to-one, but like sometimes things get lost in the mail and whatnot. But yeah, so it's something I've been doing for a long time, and since then, in those 6 years, I've collected postcards like in all these places that I've gone, mostly in the United States. I think pretty much exclusively in the United States. And then like family members have sent me cards when they've gone places. So a few years ago, I made like a Google Sheets inventory of all the cards I have, and I have tons of boxes of cards. And according to that Google Sheets inventory, I have over 1,000 blank postcards, and a lot of them are duplicates. And it's great that I have all of those. Like, I have my wide selection when I'm sending one. If like someone says they want something specific, normally I have something that will fit what they're requesting. But I just have a lot, and it makes me like feel guilty when I go like and I want to buy more of them, because I'm like, I have so many of these at home. But like, for example, like I recently went up to Oregon, and I already have some cards from the last time I was in Oregon years ago, but I was like, well, while I'm out here, I might as well buy some, but that's just like adding to the ones that I have. So as part of Postcrossing, you can send a certain amount, like a certain amount can be traveling at one time. So they can be in the phase of like, you've requested the address and you've gotten it, and the person has not yet received it and registered it. So you start out with like, I think 5. Everyone who starts out on Postcrossing can have 5 traveling at one time. And then once you send more, that number increases. So as you hit these milestones of how many you've sent, then you get like an additional one. So right now I'm up to 16 that I can have traveling at one time. And I basically today want to challenge myself to fill that number up, because I love doing this. It's like one of my favorite hobbies, but I just haven't done it super regularly lately, just because life gets in the way. And like, I'll think sometimes at the end of the day, like, oh, I should write a postcard, and then I just don't, I just get tired or I forget. So yeah, I want to challenge myself today to write all 16. I actually already have one that I already mailed off, and then those 2 that I showed you in the first clip that are going to the Czech Republic and Finland, those are 2. So I have to write 13 more to get to my like maxed out. So I think I can do it today. I think I can do it, but I'm going to take you along for the journey. Okay, so the first postcard I send, I'm going to kind of like walk you through everything I do. So I can't really show you the screen because like it shows their address and their username and like my username and different stuff on there that I don't want to be exposed. But if you're interested, go to postcrossing.com and send one. Like, it can't hurt to make an account and send one. So you hit this button that says send a postcard, you agree to like some terms and conditions, and then you get an address. So I literally just did it right now. Okay, I got an address that's being sent to China. So what I'll do is I'll sort of like look through their bio and see like what are some things that they like or that they would like cards of. So here, you know, they like animals. It looks like they like lighthouses, which I know I have a lot of cards from. I mean, there's a super long list here, but there's your country's public transportation, such as airplane, airport, trains, trams, stations, ships, and so on. Illustrated and watercolor, like they have a ton of different stuff on this list. So I'm just gonna search through my cards and pick one of those topics. Okay, so ultimately I went in my postcard inventory Google sheet and I found out that I have a lot of lighthouse cards from Michigan that my family members have given me. So ultimately I picked this one, and it looks like it's a lighthouse in Michigan's Upper Peninsula. So I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna send it to them because they said that they wanted lighthouse cards. So normally the first thing that I do is I will write the address on it. Well, I'll put the stamp on it and then write the address, because those are things that like they have to be on there. They have to be on there in a certain spot, and you don't want to like accidentally take up too much space and not be able to fit them. So I'm gonna do that first. So I use these like international or global forever stamps. This is actually my last amount, so I'm gonna have some trouble getting that 13, I think. But you can always like add up other stamps as well. And some of the cards I might send might go to the US anyway. But this is what I primarily use for like international cards. It might actually be like a little bit too much postage, because I know that this is good for a whole letter in an envelope. But at least then you're like guaranteeing it's gonna make it out of the country. It's gonna make it to its destination. So I'm just gonna, and also it makes it really clear that like this is going internationally too. It's not just staying in the US. So I'm gonna stick that on, and then I'm going to write this person's address on the card. Okay, so I've written their address on the card. I'm covering it up, obviously, for privacy reasons. But so I wrote the address here, and then another thing that has to go on every card is this code that Postcrossing provides. That's how the receiver like registers it. So it starts with the US for me because I'm in the US, but when I get it from someone in a different country, it starts with something else. It's like it starts with the 2-letter country code. So I wrote that on this tape. Just that's like a cute thing I've been trying to do lately, instead of like there's some like just like nonsense postcard text underneath here that I'm kind of trying to use that space up. Then I also wrote it really tiny up here just in case like this falls off or something. And I normally try to do that, like write it in 2 places just so in case one of them gets smudged or whatever. Yeah, and then I went ahead and wrote the message. The messages that I write completely vary. Like this one, I just kind of said like, I got the cards from some of my extended family, and this person has the same first name as my mom, so I wrote that. And then I just kind of wrote a couple sentences about like what I've been doing with my day today, and said at the end, like, hope you've had a great day too. So yeah, other times I'll add stickers on here. Just completely depends like how I'm feeling, how much space is on the card, what they ask for. So yeah, that's the first card, or really the 4th card of the 16, settled and done. I wanted to show some fun stamps I did in these. So this is this Budweiser card, which I love. I also have one of bottles, and it's cool that it's like the actual shape. And this person said they liked beer, so I thought that was perfect. And then I put some cool stamps just on this one for the sake of twisting it up a little bit, since I need to conserve those global stamps. But yeah, I tried to like, I don't know. This is like approximately the right amount. I think it's a little bit over, but I just try to like add a variety there. And then on this one, this person said that they really liked like nature and science. So I added this like science stamp, this Arches National Park stamp, and then this Earth Day stamp, because I felt like those are all appropriate. And this one's going to Germany, and this one's going to the United Kingdom. Okay, so I have 3 cards left, 2 to Germany and 1 to Vancouver, Washington in the US. And I have printed the addresses for those, and I've picked the cards and put the stamps and addresses on the card. But I'm just like, I've spent my entire day doing this, and that's great. And I'm so happy, like I'm so close, but I'm gonna leave those few for like tomorrow or the next couple of days, just since they already have the addresses on them and everything's ready. I'll just have to write the message and send them out. But I didn't quite make it through, but I just want them to be like genuine, you know? So now I'm gonna go take the ones that I have written out to the post box, so they'll go out tomorrow morning. All right, and that is this video sorted. I did it. I sent out all 16, or I'm close to it. I'll send out those other 3 tomorrow. But thank you so much for watching. Follow me on Instagram. The link is in the description. Subscribe to me on here. Comment down below, like this video if you enjoyed it and you want more. Yeah, and thank you for watching.